To my channel, everyone. It's Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings in addition to your Sun sign reading today for additional information for the week, or in case your Sun sign reading isn't resonating with you for any reason. This is for the week of October 3rd through October 10th. We're looking at concerns regarding healing this week. So I'll be using the Healing with the Angels Oracle for our main spread, and then as always drawing additional message cards from the other decks, this week being the medicine cards and of course the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is a general reading for your sign, so whatever is most prominent in your life this week, Pisces, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and hopefully you find these messages helpful and healing. So what does Pisces need to know about healing this week? All right, Pisces, it looks like you're coming to the end of something that you've been looking forward to completing. So I'm just getting a general idea of what's going on with all these cards here together, and then we'll look at them individually. But the focus is actually this week on healing. So this is where your mind and your heart may be focused, even if it's subconscious. You're looking toward healing the body, healing relationships, healing divisions of any kind, healing upsets or old concerns here. It looks like this is not only possible for you, but very probable for you this week, just because it's something that you're already in pursuit of. You were already aware that needed to be managed or healed in some way. So that's a beautiful way to go about the week, understanding what needs to be healed or understanding where the healing needs to occur, and it looks like it will be successful. You could even be asking for help through outside sources, certainly spiritual ones. I am going to recommend Archangel Michael, and we'll look at the card and discuss that in just a moment. But I would also expect a miracle this week, and if you do that, I think it'll help you keep the faith. It'll help you keep pushing yourself forward toward health, toward healing divisions, etc. So if there's been any concern around healing this week of any sort, and this is the physical, spiritual, or emotional nature, we're looking at really taking charge of that or even completing that this week. So looks like a beautiful week to get to the bottom of something that's really been bothering you this week, Pisces. Very excited. In the central position representing you, of course, is the card healing. This is where you could easily reach out for help this week or assistance in pursuit of your own healing. Could be a family member, of course. Could be an ancestor no longer on earth, or of course a spirit guide. So here I'm looking at Archangel Michael, who's making himself available to you. But also anyone whom you've turned to in the past, obviously. If they're a trusted confidant or a family member, even a therapist or a doctor. Certainly don't rule anyone out who has been there for you in the past in pursuit of healing. And if you need assistance at this time, or if it's ongoing, continue to communicate with them, even if it's in a different direction, or if you want to work on something specifically that you're currently not, I would make that known. I think the first process of that, of course, is to make it known to yourself, okay? Understanding what you want to go ahead and heal or pay attention to healing. Even identifying what needs to be healed this week could be an important first stage in getting to the next levels of healing as well. So really, this is about any stage of the healing process for you. Perhaps you were unaware that something needed to undergo some healing this week, and it could be a mind frame that you can put yourself in in terms of discovering what that is for you. So concepts of healing, very, very important to you this week, Pisces, and something that you're very, very comfortable practicing and getting to the root of. So just beautiful to see. And just in terms of, not having a resistance to it or not being sort of, unaware of it even. Here in the influence to the current position, of course, is miracles. And here, of course, I'm looking at this sense of just the understanding that healing is possible, okay, is a miracle in itself. Sometimes we can deny these beautiful outcomes for ourselves, or we can convince ourselves through these narratives, right? They don't even have to be external to us. They don't have to be, a societal story or what our family tells us or even what, is expected of us. These can be stories that we tell ourselves. And the miracle this week could be in revising that narrative for yourself, okay? Understanding what it is you truly want, why you deserve it, what you're willing to do to get it, what you're willing to give up to get it. We have to make room for positive enhancements in our life. So it could mean, letting go of something that isn't working for you, or releasing with love something that isn't welcome in your life anymore, even if you put it there, right? We all do this, Pisces. It's not, it's not unique to water signs or anything. It's almost like a human condition. We can put ourselves into a rut. We don't have to rely on anyone else to do that. And certainly other people can help us get into a rut. But it is something that we need to help ourselves out of, right? And this is saying that you're being guided, the sense of a miracle that can happen for you, a prayer being answered, something being available to you that wasn't in the past or that you didn't think was available to you is now going to make itself available to you, and it's going to feel like a miracle, okay? And it's really not up for debate with other people what you think this is and what type of healing you believe needs to occur either, okay? Unless there's a chronic condition or you're actually going to die, God forbid, from something that you need to pay attention to in an expert or professional opinion, I would look at what is prominent to you, okay? What is a healing concern to you, and really pay attention to that. So we have harmony in the probable outcome position, and new beginnings jumped out with it as an influence to this card. So this is what is available to you. This is what's going to create an environment, something that's going to feel like a brand new day, a brand new way of doing something, a brand new commitment or discipline or project or theme here around the healing that you're willing to work on. So briefly with the Harmony card, we're looking at Libran qualities, we're looking at scales of justice, anything having to do with Venusian qualities as well. Venus rules Libra and Taurus for that matter. But harmony being a term related to the scales or to the sign of Libra, we're looking at, communication. Of course, Libra is an air sign. We're looking at fairness, justice, but also the creative arts, the creative output. We're looking at beauty itself. We're looking at relatability. And of course, making sure things are fair. So be sure that you're fair with yourself and you're fair with others about this process, and you will be ensured of a new beginning following this phase of the healing process. And I'm going to suggest as well that it has to do primarily within, and as I mentioned, unless this is an actual physical disorder that a professional needs to be consulted on, this is something that you're capable of doing and managing by asking for help. So rest assured that you do have help available. It's a phone call away. It's a message away. It's a question away. So definitely don't hold yourself back from reaching out for help this week, Pisces, because it is available to you. And I've got personal experience with Archangel Michael in a spread. This is always him making available for you to call out to him. And my only caveat around doing that is to make it very clear what you want from him. If it's an actual favor, if it's assistance, if it's an idea, just say, I need your help with this week. And then you can just sort of, thank him several times a day and rest, feel assured that it's taken care of, okay? And that way, I think that you'll see within a matter of days, frankly, that something will be situated or available to you. Obviously, if the spiritual route isn't something that you're comfortable with, you can talk to someone you already have a relationship, obviously, or as I mentioned at the beginning, if there's an ancestor of yours that you've turned to in the past who's, crossed over, or maybe you have a guardian angel, or you have a relationship directly with Jesus or God, as it were. Feel confident moving ahead with that type of relationship as well during this time, because it'll never hurt to include your spirituality in any type of healing. And ultimately, it could be by the end of this healing process that you feel more in tune with the spiritual side of yourself as well. So I would expect miracles. The miracle could very well be that you're willing to take a chance on your healing. You're willing to take a chance with communicating what you need from someone else. I think you also need to understand that new beginnings are available to you. You see, she is holding the bouquet and looking toward the light, right? Her back is turned on the past. So much of this really needs to envelop all things that you're willing, all things that have been holding you back, or that you feel have been preventing you from moving forward with regard to healing or reconciliation here. And just make a decision around turning your back on that, or letting that go. And you can do that with love. You don't have to be bitter about what you're letting go of. And really, like I keep saying here, expect a miracle, because it will ultimately raise your vibration, number one, and it will bring those things into consciousness, okay? It will bring the things that you expect into consciousness. So really expect the best this week. I'm actually surprised to see healing in the central position, because it appears as though you're already en route to that, or that you've already decided that this is worth healing, or that this is an important time to begin healing around this matter. Here we have reputation with the skunk. This is curious. It could be that some of this healing energy does have to do around what you feel you've done that's wrong. There's this sense of being wrong, incomplete, anything low vibration, okay? Anything that makes you feel, and back to the narrative, for example, disregarding what society dictates to us. There's even the sense of like, your own reputation, what you've thought about yourself, or what you've made of yourself after all this time, or all the time put into this effort to project this identity or this sense of self. This could be crumbling, and that could be uncomfortable. I wouldn't say it's the end of the world, but there could be some discomfort around your own sense of reputation, what people can expect from you, or what you've always been like, or what you've always provided for people, or what you've always expected from yourself here, if this isn't about relations with others. It could be, this narrative, this is who I am, and then just repeating that story, and thereby, not only cementing that, but keeping possibilities from manifesting, or even the thought of possibilities being excited about things that could be available to you, or a lifestyle or a belief or an ideology or outcome that is available to you because of, you know, these stories that we tell ourselves here. So maybe contemplate your reputation, what you believe that you're projecting into the world, what people think that they can expect from you. You can even do a little exercise in, you know, your 1 or 2 best friends and just say, you know, how would they describe me in 5 words? And that can be sort of a summary of your reputation. And then you can put an idea of, you know, how you would describe yourself in 5 words, and look at that list. You know, is it the same? Is there a lot different? And why would that be? And then decide, if you already haven't, well, what do I want people to expect from me? Or what do I want those 1 or 2 friends to express when they're asked about me, or when they're asked to, you know, describe me? Reputation is a big theme regarding this healing work for you. So it could be that you're just trepidatious around making some changes here. It could be that the miracle is around not giving a hoot anymore, what people expect from you. I think as long as you're in pursuit of healing here, I think if that is the motivation and the goal, and it's with love, I think that reputations are designed to, they're supposed to change, right? They're supposed to develop over time. That means that we're growing. And like I said, it could very well feel, and this is a very human reaction to anything that's changing, you know, it could feel a little bit scary or different or uncomfortable even. But, you know, anytime we're trying something new, especially with new beginnings being the influence to the outcome here, it could be wind up to be a beautiful outcome, because you could be releasing something that's just, the time is up for it anyway. So it's maybe just a matter of time, right? That you would have to look at issues around healing, this theme, whatever is prominent to you this week. But I am interested in hearing from you with regard, especially around the reputation. You know, what did you expect? What did you expect from yourself? And how is that changing? Now, here with the fates, look, we're looking at karmic responsibility here as well. It could be that you're just saying, you know what, the jig is up, and, you know, I can't float here on my reputation or on my laurels, as it were. And you've got a date with destiny here. Maybe there's just something that you're finally cluing into, or you're comfortable accepting now, that, you know, you need to accomplish something else. There's something that awaits on the other side of healing or understanding or reconciliation here. And it's calling you, and this is part of a new beginning. So I would take the bull by the horns this week and really make some significant results, significant progress regarding your healing, okay? And again, even if for any reason you're unsure what that focus needs to be this week, I would call upon Archangel Michael. It would cause no harm to do so. Or like I mentioned at the very start, talk to someone that you already have a relationship with that you can trust. Is a good way to get to the bottom of it as well. It could be interesting too, even to look at how that person that you already trust, what they expect from you, just as a little fun exercise. But here with new beginnings, and here with sort of, you know, karmic law, or the fates, as it were, you're fated to be going in this direction. So don't stop yourself. You do have what it takes. Have a lot of faith in yourself this week that you can get through this little hurdle, if that's what's happening here. Expect miracles this week, Pisces, because these will be available to you. And you know what? Change happens to everyone. The best of us change, and the best of us have to start something new, and sometimes we have to start over. So have faith in yourself that you can accomplish the hard work that goes into this. And like I said, leave me a comment if you have a second and let me know how this works out for you. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, you can do that today, and then you can be informed of all of the videos that I upload for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, Pisces, take good care. Bye for now.